If your emotions feel too big, it may not mean you are too much. It may mean you learn to be ashamed of having a nervous system. You feel something strongly, and almost immediately another feeling arrives on top of it. Shame. You get sad, and then you feel guilty for being sad. You get angry, and then you panic that you are becoming difficult. You feel hurt, and then you tell yourself you are overreacting. The emotion is already painful. But the judgment after the emotion makes it heavier. That is the pattern we are going to explain. Because big emotions do not only come from the present moment. They often come from a body that learned certain feelings were unsafe to show. Maybe you were called dramatic when you were overwhelmed. Maybe someone rolled their eyes when you cried. Maybe your anger was treated like disrespect, even when it was really pain. Maybe you had to stay easy, calm, helpful, and quiet to keep connection. So your brain learned a rule. If my emotions are inconvenient, I might lose love. If my feelings are too visible, I might be rejected. If I need too much, I might become a burden. When a child learns that, they do not stop feeling. They start monitoring themselves while they feel. And that is exhausting. Now, as an adult, the emotion is not the only thing happening. Your body feels the feeling. Your mind watches the feeling. Then an old alarm asks, is this too much? That is why a normal wave of sadness can turn into a spiral. Not because the sadness is wrong. Because shame grabs it and says, see, this is why people leave. This is also why big emotions can feel bigger around people you care about. Your nervous system is not only reacting to the event. It is reacting to the risk of being seen in the event. Being hurt alone is one thing. Being hurt in front of someone whose love matters to you is another. That can make your body feel exposed. And exposure can feel dangerous if your emotions were once punished, mocked, or dismissed. Here is the reframe. An emotion can be intense without being unreasonable. Intensity is not proof that you are wrong. It is proof that something in you is activated. Sometimes that activation is about today. Sometimes it is about an old wound being touched. And often, it is both. The work is not to become a person who feels less. The work is to become a person who can feel without attacking yourself for feeling. So what helps? First, separate the emotion from the story about the emotion. The emotion might be sadness. The story might be, I am pathetic. The emotion might be anger. The story might be, I am bad. The emotion might be fear. The story might be, no one can handle me. Those are not the same thing. Practice naming them separately. I feel hurt, and I am having the story that my hurt makes me too much. That small separation gives you space. Second, lower the volume before you solve the meaning. When your body is flooded, your brain wants answers immediately. Why do I feel this? What does it mean? Did I ruin everything? But a flooded nervous system is not a good detective. Before you analyze, regulate. Slow your exhale. Put both feet on the floor. Unclench your jaw. Name 5 things you can see. You are not trying to erase the emotion. You are helping your body come back into a range where it can listen. Third, stop using other people's comfort as the measure of your worth. Some people only called you good when you were easy. Easy to calm. Easy to please. Easy to ignore. But being easy is not the same as being lovable. You are allowed to have feelings that require care, patience, and honesty. That does not mean every expression of emotion is healthy. It means the existence of emotion is not a moral failure. Fourth, repair after big feelings without turning repair into self-punishment. If you snapped, apologize. If you shut down, explain. If you overwhelmed someone, slow down and try again. But do not use repair to prove you are terrible. Healthy repair sounds like, I was activated, and I want to handle that better. It does not sound like, I am impossible to love. Fifth, ask what the emotion is protecting. Big emotions often protect something tender. Anger may be protecting a boundary. Sadness may be protecting a need. Fear may be protecting your desire to stay connected. Instead of asking, "How do I make this emotion disappear?" try asking, "What is this emotion trying to keep safe?" That question turns the feeling from an enemy into information. You may still need to breathe. You may still need time. You may still need support. But you do not have to add shame to the wave. Your emotions may be intense because your body learned to survive intensely. That is not a character flaw. It is a history. And history can be met with patience. You are not too much because you feel deeply. You are learning how to hold what once had nowhere safe to go. And the more you stop shaming the feeling, the more room you have to understand it. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, subscribe to Cognivi and leave a like. It helps us create more videos like this.